Not supposed to move like that.
Welcome to the video, guys. Today we are going to be stripping this bad boy apart. This is the turbo we took off my Fiesta ST a couple of weeks ago. You can watch the big video up here and come back to this one. Basically, we were getting blue smoke from the exhaust. Now that would probably say the seals are going in here. So what we're going to do is, we're going to take it to bits, we're going to have a poke around, we're going to look inside, and even if we don't find anything obvious, we still get to see inside the turbo, which is just cool. So let's do it. Right, before we get started, guys, ripping it to bits. This is hot side exhaust, this is the cold side, right? You got a turbine in there, a compressor in there, or an impeller. So that's your compressor housing, that's your turbine housing, so hot side, cold side. Wastegate actuator for boost control. 2 coolant feeds, 1 oil drain, 1 oil feed. Vband clamp holding it all together. Exhaust manifold flange. Diverter valve or blow off valve goes there. Boost pipe goes onto there. Your turbo oil goes on here. Air for your intake come in. You know, spins round. Bob's your uncle. Let's get it to bits. So first I'm going to take the wastegate off. Now remember, this turbo is done, so we don't have to worry, so we can... Basically, the reason we're doing this, right, I know some people want car stuff. I forgot to order or plan a video for today. This was always going to be a video, but it was in, you know, next month's schedule. But, you know, the turbo swap happened, and I've family stuff going on, and it just totally threw me. So I've moved this forward. Hope you enjoy. You know, I haven't been joking to do this, so, you know, why not? Next week, back to proper car stuff, and that will be something sexy, I promise. Right, now, we've got a wee clip here. Wee clip there. Then you've got you get 2 nuts, one 10mm, one 11mm. And this will just pop right off. Boop. Wastegate actuator. Wee heat shield. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, put that to one side for now. Pop the Vband off for now. This is my first time actually dealing with a Vband. I know they're on a lot of cars, but I've only ever had 4 Fiestas. This is the first time I've actually seen a Vband in real life, so quite a good clamp, I suppose, isn't it? Quite a good design. Nice. Okay. Now, if you've watched the turbo swap, you'll know we've got a shit ton of play in the shaft here. So I'm wanting to get in there and get you a better view of that. I'll now need to split the turbo down the middle where the Vband was, bang, and we'll get a look inside hopefully and see either nice visible damage, video 1, or really cool shit because we're inside a turbo, video 1, so happy days. Let's split it. To split the turbo, I've just seen you want to lift it up, that's not working. Yeah, it's working actually. And there you go. Okay, jeez, oh, right, let's set this up for the best angle here. Okay. Right, there you go. That's your turbine. Okay. You can see it's a bit grubby, innit? Very grubby, there's oil everywhere. And obviously that could be from, and there's your housing too. Actually, it can't be from anything because I've kept this quite clean. So that is proof that the turbo was fecked. Look at it. Let's have a wee look at the play here. Can you see that, guys? That is not supposed to move like that. Oh my god. Obviously it spins freely, right, but that is not supposed to move like that. Jeez, well that thing was done. Now, when I got this turbo, the guy I bought it off of said, he's just had the turbo refurbished. This turbo refurbished, right? Either he was lying, or whoever refurbished it did a really bad job. No blade damage though on this side, but I don't even know if that's a thing. Look at all the carbon in here. Look at that, it's just grimy. But remember, this is the exhaust side we're on now. Tell me if that looks good to use. That look healthy? That's supposed to be a 60,000 mile turbo. Don't think so. I think somebody's pulling my leg. But anyway, we've got a good one in now, but wow. Wowee, check that out, man. Right, let's have a look at the other side now. As far as I'm aware, these 4 10mm bolts, just pop them out and we should be able to take it right out. Right, so that's the 4 bolts out of the compressor housing. Now, does this just lift out or am I going to have to manhandle it? Here we go, here we go. It's coming to you guys. Just wobbling it out. And there we go. Okay. Not so bad on the compressor side, not half as bad on this side, but again, the exhaust side's going to have carbon on it, it's going to look a bit shite, but I don't think it's meant to look that shite. You know, it actually looks really, really cool in there, doesn't it? So let me show you the play again in here. That's only me moving the shaft. Right guys, I'm going to say there's obviously massive play in the shaft, right? We've established that the shaft, no good, right? But the compressor side I don't think is that bad. Looks clean, doesn't look like there's been much of a problem there. But the exhaust side is soaking wet. Like we can see on the compressor side, it's only wet around about the outside, right? The inside's bone dry, but the exhaust side is soaking everywhere. You got the carbon there, so see if you can try and move past the carbon. You can see it's absolutely ringing. Even the turbine's actually wet. And it's not even just the carbon, right? It's the fact that it's kind of gunked. It's kind of like peeling off as well. It just doesn't look great, does it? Definitely oil all over. There's oil right there on the actual turbine. So something's definitely wrong on this side. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad we can see it, you know, visually. And I mean, the shaft blade's just crazy. But how cool is that? Let's take away from the fact that it's a bad turbo. How cool is that? That's what makes you boost. Crazy, man. Oh, it's crunchy now. Oh, pop that back in there. Get a look at this exhaust housing. So there's your wastegate in here, guys. So if you look, that's me opening it manually. Now that's obviously an exaggerated version, but that's what your wastegate does basically. Now if you've got an external, this is the internal wastegate. If you've got an external wastegate, that's a screamer pipe. So your boost vents to the atmosphere rather than, doesn't even vent to the atmosphere pretty much. And we can get a look in here and look how disgusting that is. And there, it doesn't look that bad, but it looks even worse in real life. Interesting. Next, going to split the shaft, going to take the turbine and the compressor off the shaft. We're going to see how the shaft looks, how the seals look and stuff. So I've got an 8mm. It's going on the end of the compressor. I have cracked it off a wee bit, right? It's just to show you. Then I've got a 9mm going on the end of the turbine. Yeah, I'll just watch my fingers, give it a wee. Now remember, turbos are a left-handed thread, so there we go. So you've got to tighten it to take it off. Right, okay. So now I should be able to give it a wee shove. See, that's coming off now. Again, I'll just keep getting it to remember, this is all balanced up and all that, but I don't know anymore. But this is done, And it's either going to sit in the unit, or it's getting sent away if I'm even allowed to after what I've done to it. But if you're wanting to reuse your turbo, do not do this. There we go, got it guys. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so there's your shaft. Don't know why it'll have play in it. So hot side, cold side, just spinning like this all the time. Interesting. So the back pressure starts the turbine, and then that sucks in your air for your intake, and then turbocharges it, sends it to the intercooler, which sends it into the engine, which gives you boost. There we go. Okay, so there's even more shite, carbon, oil, all that. So that's just the thing that the turbine wheel sits on there. And then we've got, I assume, as more seals probably. Oh my god, it's just so fucking grimy in here. Again, I'm imagining the carbon's normal, but all this oil everywhere on the hot side is not ideal, I don't think. Like, that's your middle section, centre section, cold side, hot side, and there's your wee shaft. So that would go in there like that, and it would spin, and then you would get lovely, lovely boost that we all love so much. There you go, guys. So what we learned today, we've learned that my seals were gone indeed. We've learned that the play in the shaft was even worse than first thought. You know, I'm going to say that was quite a successful teardown. We could basically pinpoint the reason why, you know, the turbo failed, or was failing. It didn't fail, it was failing. She could have went maybe for another 10,000 miles, you never know, or she could have went the next day. So this old girl has had a bit of life now. Again, I was talking earlier about how bad my life my car has had. It's had an engine swap. So I don't know, the original is 60k miles now. It had a new engine put in, roughly the same mileage, but the turbo is older. You know, we never know. You never ever know. Is there a date on this thing? Part number's got a 15 in it, which would coincide with my car's date, so maybe they got a 15 engine for a 15 car. God knows, guys. But one thing for sure, the shaft play, when everything was still together, the shaft play was mind-blowingly bad. Pretty sure there's a problem with that, the oil on the hot side. Don't think there should be that much oil mixed in there. But the cold side was pretty clean. So the cold side, I think, again, I'm not an expert, but I think the cold side's been fine, and the hot side's been where our problem was. So, aye, there you go. So the last wee thing we'll look at, guys, is the blades. Now, when we looked last, a couple of weeks ago when we were doing the turbo swap, I looked into the compressor housing and I seen some damage on the blades, but I don't see any now when I'm looking. Maybe you can see some. What do you think? It does look, see that bottom blade there? I'll put an arrow at it. That maybe looks like there could be a bit of damage on that. But anyway, guys, that seems to be us all finished. This is going to live right here as a wee reminder of my first ever turbo swap. But I'm going to 3D design a wee stand for it in my 3D printer, and it'll live there. So that's us done for the day, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I just love tearing stuff down. When we tore the engine down for the ST150, I loved that. I've been really excited to open that thing up and just see how it looks, what's inside, all the bits you'll never get to see unless you just tear it down, but I'll usually get to see it now today. Next week will be something really sexy, really fun, you know, like brakes, suspension, something like that, something. It's a big part of the build. I've got my eye on a few things. It's going to be a good one. So hi guys, thank everybody so much for watching. No matter if you're a regular and you're here every week, love you guys, or you're just brand new to the channel, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, think about hitting subscribe if you want. Otherwise guys, I hope to see every single one of you next Sunday 5 PM for a big upgrade. See you there, guys.